welcome to our breakfast.
We've had quite the morning already, and it's been really fun, and it's a learning experience, and life is all about learning.
Is it?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We've made some decisions today about changes, but we're pretty darn happy with things right now. Right, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. We're learning.
Well, you know, it's helpful to anticipate correctly what we're going to need. But that's not always possible because until you go through some specific experience, you don't realize all of the needs. And, you know, one of the big things that's hitting us in the face, literally, are flies. Lots of flies. And we knew they were there, but we've been focused on other concerns. And so, flies are flies. I mean, you're not getting rid of them. They're going to be around. And so we weren't worrying about it. But we've got the other problems under control. And so now we're saying, well, what do we do with the flies? And we're
finding lots of good ideas.
We're seeing all kinds of sources of them and then ways to deal with them. And so we're not going to forecast what we're doing, but future video, we're going to show you what we've done. And we've got like multiple solutions that we're going to put in place that'll work together to decrease the fly problem for us. So we're excited about that, but come along for the ride on that.
Yeah, and one of them is the Art and Bree. She had put out a video a couple years ago, I guess, on how to make a fly spray that really, really worked. And
it's a repellent, not
a repellent.
It doesn't kill.
Yeah, and so I
not that we don't want to kill flies, right?
I used that last night, and then we added the citronella in it this morning, and those flies did not come back, by the way. You know how they'll go and they'll come? They did not come back with that.
Well, I didn't notice near the flies on her. Just one.
It's early. It's early. It's not as hot right now yet. But anyway, we're having some successes. Little things that we've got to figure out is, okay, when we wash the milker, where do we hang it afterwards? Or what's the best place to do this with? So we're making up ideas for that. And we're not going to tell you what they are until we're actually showing you so that we can help people.
Those of you who have used milkers, you know what to do. We really didn't. We didn't realize how easy they are to clean, the claws and the rest of the system. And for those of you, we'll show you, so stay tuned to watch how it works next time we do it.
Tomorrow we'll do one. It won't be out tomorrow, but we'll do it tomorrow. So.
Well, yeah.
It'll be out.
Soon future video, but when you're all done, you got the milk poured out of the can, you put the system back together, you put the claws down into hot soapy water, and the claws are the little teacups that you put in the whole system. That they call it a claw, and it's got the four.
Looks like a claw.
Four hanging down. Anyway, you put them into hot water. You turn the system on, and you let it start sucking the water through all the milk tubes back into the bucket, and you do that until you're comfortable that it's clean, and then you dump that water out because you're probably almost full. Then you run clean water through that rinses it off. And
then you go, what do I do with this claw now? So right now it's sitting in my sink.
Now we realize we can't just do that forever. We're going to have to do some things to help clean out any residual that gets built up in cracks and whatnot. But as far as a quick way to do it, but yeah, we have some plans, and we'll show you what we do for that so that we can actually have a more systematic way to handle all that without it being in the middle of our kitchen.
But I kind of had a sleepless night because of several worries, and then we woke up and solved almost every single one of the problems. So nights are so silly the way things get amplified. We are going to use fans, removing manure, spray, removing hay from their stall, not letting them be in the stall anymore. Baby is doing awesome. Awesome, awesome. She just went right into her little place, and we'll show you all when we're going to do a milking from beginning to end. And
probably the next video we'll show that.
Yep.
We didn't want to show you our first stumbling through figuring it out. Will this work? How do you do that?
How do we do this? But we've only got about 10 projects we're working on right now, and that's okay. I think
that's an understatement.
It's an understatement. And they're all priorities for the animals. One thing we are doing is we wash our clothes really often. We take 2 or 3 showers a day. We are being vigilant in being able to check each other for ticks because we don't want to be able to have that. So we really just work. If we've been way out working, we come in, strip, shower, wash clothes, hang them up on the line, and go to the next thing.
I haven't had any sugar bites at all. And I've been sitting in it.
I've had 2.
Kneeling in it.
But I discovered that tea tree oil, I put it on it, and the scar is still there for a little while. But it does not itch.
The itching's gone.
Gone. Tea tree oil. That's my new favorite thing. It says for skin health, and that's what I picked it up and used it. Oh my word, I'm so sold on tea tree oil. It's my new anti-itch medicine. Tea tree oil. Okay, we're gonna move on with our day. Bye. I am gonna spray her so that the flies aren't there.
Before we milk?
Huh? Before I milk, yeah, just the top part. I'm gonna spray her right now, Jim. Okay. Sit.
I can wipe this side.
Okay. You need to move her leg back. With your foot.
There we go. Thank you, sweetie. You got to get them out fairly tight so they get a good suction. I'm hearing leaf.
Yeah, wonderful.
Here we go. Let's get there. I'm hearing it. It's on this way.
No, something's not right. Is milk coming now?
Yes, it's starting to.
Okay. We're good?
So,
I'll hold this stick. Ears on really good.
yeah, it's good enough for that.
Okay. Well, we should-
Can you tell you were looking in here? Do you see it coming out of each of them?
I see it coming out of the right one, the back one.
I don't see it coming out of
I feel it coming out of this
There
one.
we go.
It's coming out of that one.
That coming out of the front.
There it is.
Good.
I'm going to get the camera so they can see close. thing, Jim. You're trickling down, right?
Yeah, it's trickling down. It's not as much. Yeah, hardly any coming. Yeah, you're just getting little bits.
Okay.
I just get little
Turn,
bits.
turn. You can turn it off there?
Turn the vacuum off.
So Jim, we still just did it.
Yeah, but baby's eating a lot more.
We did it, and she said yesterday, when you touch it, does milk just pour out? And I'm like, one of them was, but this one, I can still squeeze it, but I have to really work at it. So
Yeah, so I think we've done good.
Yeah. Now, I want to brush her just a tiny bit more.
Okay. I like the baby now.
You can let Big Mama out. That's fine. Oh wait, we need to spray really well, don't we? You need to spray him.
Yep.
I know, baby. I know you don't like this.
There you go.
You don't like that they're not eating you alive out there.
There you go. You get her on this
No,
side?
I did not. She's ready to run. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Did you get it on her face at all?
A little. Here she comes.
Go. Go, baby. Mommy will follow.
Well done.
Well, second morning,
Second morning.
and we have a few things still to learn, but I think we did really well. And
Yeah.
baby had already eaten on one side, and when we do this after we're not having baby eat anymore, then baby will be in the little corral all night.
At night, yeah. We're gonna put the baby in here at night, and that way she'll be much more ready for us.
Or we'll put her on one side of the corral and the other on the other side of the corral, so that they're away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got to get up an hour earlier.
Yeah. We gotta get started earlier. But
Okay, we're gonna go take the milk in right now
take care of it.
and clean it up. We have it on a wagon. I mean, this is a Gorilla. Oops, unplug. This is a Gorilla cart, and it seemed pretty small, but we love it. It's great for this, and I actually love this cart for doing a lot of things because it's just my weight. It's perfect for senior women who don't have a lot of strength like others and want to take small amounts. Go ahead, you can talk. I need to be like this.
One of the tactics we're using for dealing with flies is to blow them away. So we don't have a lot of space, so we bought a smaller fan. This is a 16-inch fan.
And
was it 16 or 18?
it's 16, and
16.
the power is unbelievable.
It's got 5 speeds, so you can adjust it as you need.
Go ahead and turn. Oh, you can't turn it on
No,
right
you
now.
can't turn it on.
You guys, and so we have it setting on a box, on a thing right now where it's blowing, so she can't get to it at all. But it is blowing against her, which that's one of the tactics to shoo the flies. So when she comes in, we brush her, we spray her. She is being blown on, so we did not have trouble. Okay, we have been working on our bathroom, which, you know, we worked on our bathroom 3 years ago and 2 years ago. And we have a washing machine that we've been using since we got here, but it's literally been sitting in the middle of the floor, of which it is right now. And we're having it so it can go back in. We also took out...
Let me insert right there. When we put the other one in, it was a little smaller, if I remember right, and they fit here.
Right.
This one is larger, but with the experience with that one, we realized we really didn't want the cabinet we had here. We wanted the washer to be more out of the way to give us some room. That's what we discovered after using it. So we get a do-over, and we're going to do it differently this time.
Okay, so what he's doing right there is he teed off of the water faucets, and they are going outside. And I'll go outside and show you. So they're coming outside of the house. What? You say what? We are making, this is going to have a wall enclosure, and we're making an outside shower. We shower a lot here during the day because we make sure that, you know, when we've been out in the field, we always come in, change clothes, shower, and we want to do it so that it's, if we're just whatever, we wanted an outside shower. So this is what he's doing. So this was the time to do it when we're redoing the plumbing for the washer. Now we're doing that. So we're just going to plug these tonight. We do have the shower that's going to go on it, but we want to build a really cool enclosure so that, you know, we're not being weird. So the other thing that we did was we took off our pedestal sink and put in a laundry type sink so that we can wash our milker and everything in here, and it will also have a place to sit and dry in here so that it all works together. This is our cleaning process. This is the sink that we just put into our laundry room, and we've got clear water right here in the bucket, and here we go. So it cleans all the milk tubing and goes into here. You can see it cleans this and sucks all the stuff. And I'm using the biodegradable dish soap. And now I will pick this up. I was going to do it right straight down there.
Okay. Can I look and see how much room we have?
Sure.
I want to dump this.
Okay. So he's going to dump it in between just to make sure that we don't overflow it. I think there's plenty, but maybe not. That was quite a bit.
Yeah, that was pretty much.
And then I usually have been rinsing it out. So let me just set that right there. So then this is kind of unique because we can look in the mirror here and see when the soap suds are out. It's not perfect, but it's working for us. And we're in our own home, so it's not too hot, it's not too cold. We're not freezing or roasting. So we just washed the main part of it out right now. So there's not a lot of soap suds in there. Put the lid back on. And now we run clear water through it. See it get all soapy, and now it's clear, and we're running clear water through here. And that's one of our little problems we're dealing with, is the filter. And we're done. Okay. So then we pick it up and get all the water out. And then we're done. And you want to hold that for a moment? We're making a cart that this can actually hang from and sit in here so that it's much easier to do. What we're trying to do is get a cart that can come back and forth.
Taking time and going to the hassle of washing all the milking equipment, it takes some time, but it's not hard. Sometimes, after we've used it a while, we're going to have to clean it a little more diligently. I don't know how often, maybe weekly. But all of that time is really far better than what happens to us if we do all the milking. And I had double carpal tunnel surgery after the last time we were milking a cow that much. So my wrist just can't do it, no matter what I try to do. And washing's easy.
So we're really happy with the milker.
Yes, we're loving it.
So I was watching Living Traditions today, and they came out with a very timely video for us because they separated their mom and calf at 14 weeks. And they have made a really nice stall for their calf to go in. And that's something we want to do. We want to be able to build it up, have them walk onto something nice. Their cow is about half the size of ours, I think. Missy is big. Missy is 1,400 pounds.
She's a lot of cow.
But
she's a lot of cow.
We're working really hard to keep the area clean.
Speaking of calves, I have a question for those of you with experience. I've been doing some reading about emasculation as far as when and how.
About what?
Emasculation.
Is that when you're going to what's it called? Castrate them? When did it come up with that fancy word?
Yes. So there are a lot of opinions. There's a lot of pros and cons of the two main methods of doing it. And I'm just curious.
You're just going to bite it off? That's with sheep.
That's with sheep. That's with sheep. So I'm curious about experience with it. Real world. You've done it, and this is what happened.
We did it 40 years ago. We helped your nephew 40 years ago, but I don't remember how it was done. Yeah. Do you?
I'm not sure which method he was using. I was pretty busy holding down large calves.
We know we don't want to wait long, but we don't know how long to wait.
It's interesting. Some people say immediately, some say days, some say weeks, some say months.
We're not going to do months.
Well, there's pros and cons. And
I can't hold up.
And I understand. And we may have some help doing that, obviously. But I'm just looking for opinions with the experience. There's reasons why the timing, there's reasons why the method. And if you've had good experiences with one or bad experiences with one, please share. We'd like to know. I've
had experiences with a lot of sons being born, and none
of them.
I want you to know.
None of your sons were emasculated.
I want you to know that circumcising your boy is as traumatic as this castrating thing is.
No. There's a little more pain involved, I guarantee. Anyway, opinions. That's what we're looking for.
All right, everyone. That was just a quick summary of us learning what we're learning with our cow. And we already made our first yogurt. We're a week into this now, so that video is a little bit behind. The first part was the second day of them, and the last part was this morning. So anyway, we're getting there.
We're learning.
Bye-bye.
Bye.